Hi, I'm Melissa Origi, the town manager in Plymouth, and I want to talk to you about something pretty serious to me today, and I know that it's important to the Board of Selectmen. Every year, I've been the town manager for 1 year, I'm going into my second year, and every year I like to set annual goals. But I'd love to get public input on what you think those goals should be. I have recently drafted up a set of what I think is important, both to the elected officials in our community and the public at large. But I think without input from all of you directly to the selectmen, that may not be the priorities that you have in mind. So I'd like to walk through those. The first is this community has talked for years about becoming more business friendly. Well, how do we do that, and what do we mean by that? To me, that would mean less committee meetings when somebody does want to build a residence or open a business here. It might mean some type of expedited permitting, that consolidated meeting approach so that you don't have to go out as often or pay your engineers or architects to be out as often, and some kind of electronic notification process. So those are the things, or the steps that I was thinking might make sense in terms of becoming more business friendly, inviting businesses or development to our town. The other thing that I thought I needed to spend time on over the next year are three important projects that I've heard the community talk about, and certainly I've heard the selectmen speak about. The first is the 1820 courthouse and our progress on what we're doing at that site downtown. The second is the parking garage on Water Street, being involved in the design phase, making sure we do public outreach, showing the community what that would look like and how it would function. And the third is the 1,000-acre site that you may have heard referenced through the years in South Plymouth. There's 1,000 acres there, not all of which has clear title. What are we going to do with that site? Should it be developed? How much should be developed? And what would fit in with that area? The second goal that I have drafted for the Board of Selectmen is to educate the public and the staff and the community at large about these guiding principles that have been adopted. These guiding principles really center on civil discourse, how we treat each other when we're at meetings, how we treat each other when we have differences of opinion, how we talk and interact with each other. So those are things that, because this town has taken it so seriously and had the Board of Selectmen adopt it, and actually we have a retreat coming up this summer that will spend a portion of our time talking about it. It's something that I think I have an obligation to promulgate, not just to the staff, but to the community. The third goal is, of course, the budget, and that's something that should be a constant goal of mine and something that I need to look at every year, and that the department heads need to provide input and we need to educate the public about. The services that we currently have, is it enough? Does the community need more than that? We have to think about the taxes that we raise, placing so much importance and reliance on property taxes and how that affects the people that live and reside here. And we have to look at innovative ideas like regionalization. Are we too big for regionalization, or would some kind of effort like that work in Plymouth? And also maybe more online procedures. As more and more of us move to online, I think we lose a little something with that personal interaction, but it does make things in many ways more efficient and quicker. So one of the things that I'll be considering is an online auction process. And finally, I have resisted this for some time, but I know that it's something that we need to do, which is getting information out to the community through social media. So we will be on Facebook and Twitter in the near future. I've mentioned before on this segment that the Assistant Town Manager, Michael Gallo, will be starting very shortly. He'll be here this summer, and that is going to be his first goal. And one of the things that I ask him to do right away is to get us in both those areas. And then more importantly is, once we're out there, we need to keep up on the information that we provide to all of you. And finally, it's something that I wish we didn't have to concentrate on, but it is something that we need to take seriously, and that's security in our public buildings. I think Plymouth has done a very good job in dealing with evacuation procedures and security measures in our school system, but now we need to look at those same precautions on the town side in our public buildings. So those are the 5 areas I think I should concentrate on over the next year, and I know that the selectmen will be taking this matter up sometime in June to narrow that focus for me, and if any of you would like to weigh in, I think that that would be appreciated. And then to get to something just a little bit lighter, many of you know the New England Collegiate Baseball League is joining us. They're going to be at Forges Field this summer. It's the Plymouth Pilgrims Baseball Club, and their opening night is on June 7th, 2013. They're excited about it. There'll be raffles and prizes and food, so I hope that a lot of the families in this community can come out and join us on that Friday night. It should be a great time.